first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and
a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now. It's Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got White here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 11.
Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down, it's Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. We're going to 54 right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
With the give to Ezekiel
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. We're going to 53. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the screen. He come break free, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Right, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Check. 77. 56. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a 1st.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Come on, focus.
First down, here's White. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackle made.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Shit! Watch the kill.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He finds his man Johnson.
Pass. Complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop. This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill. 27.
Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That's the reason we benefit. So if you want to trust the ball, if you know, you know.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Ben to throw again. This is White on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Steeler 1st down.
Like 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a mark. marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Roethlisberger finding some room at midfield. Completion here to Claypool. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to White. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Play is a turnover on downs.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56. 56 right there, 56.
No. You do. 56, the mark, bro. 56. Check 56.
Now Roethlisberger. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, she's going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what you're looking for here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
No spacing. You
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Like 80. Check 56. Check 2 of them. Check nickel. SOS. Show that eventually. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And a Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
7 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Blue 30. Quarter.
Mike 56.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, and he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
3 good. 49. Check 49. Jack 16.
Hatchet.
50.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Touchdown.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Take both of them.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receiver. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease ball.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send it backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
I deserve that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The give is to Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Johnson now returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
McFarland running out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
McFarland, the
Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities. 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Jack 16. 58, right there.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
27.
Prescott. And he locates Walker, complete. And It's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Oh, you got deep? Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". We're going to 54, why every day, any day.
Prescott from the gun. And Walker has it. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Again to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, kill. Motion.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, finding them teams up this big, this late in the game, I always wondered what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Johnson. And he returns this to the 22.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. A big offensive explosion.
Style and a different flow.
On the year, and they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.